YouTube, Tiddlywinks here, and Mr. Guns and Gear just had a video on fire making, and I think he's in South Carolina or Georgia if I remember correctly, and we do things a little different in Florida. I mean, it's going to be a little different everywhere you go, all the same principles, but I've been getting a lot of requests for this video, so I'm going to do a how-to fire making video. Well, the first thing you're going to need is tinder. This stuff right here comes out of a palm tree. It's called monkey fur, obviously, because it looks like orangutan fur if you look at it closely. Now that's going to be one of the things you're going to need. The next thing that I use is palm fronds, dried ones. They work extremely well as tinder to get the smaller sticks burning. Then you're going to get you some small sticks. This is what you call kindling. It's just small sticks that kindle the fire, get it going. Once you got that burning, you add your more medium-sized stuff right here, and then you move up to your larger stuff. Now, quick warning, 2x4s, plywood, things like that are pressure treated, do not cook on them. They have dangerous chemicals in them. Do not cook on them. Cook on wood, oak tree. Don't cook on 2x4. But anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to stop the video here for a second, get everything together the way I would, and show y'all how to start a fire. Be right back. Now, as you can see, I have my palmettos on the very bottom. That's going to be your tinder. And then I got some of those smaller sticks kind of spread around about it. And you definitely don't want to pile them up to where there's no oxygen in between them, because oxygen is what makes the wood burn. So you definitely want to leave some space in between them. The leafy, mossy stuff is fine. If it's stuck to a stick, that's actually good. It'll get that stuff burning real good. But you want your smaller, drier stuff. This may not be so small, but as you can see, it's just breaks real easy. That's the kind of stuff you want as kindling. So basically all you're going to do from this point is there's two ways I really do it. I don't use the monkey fur all that often unless I'm like in a dire survival situation. This holds a spark really well. So basically I'm going to try to do this one-handed, but what you want to do is get this monkey fur burning, which I'm not going to use a fire steel because it's impossible to do one-handed. And I'm holding a camera. I don't have a tripod out here, so I'm going to use a Bic lighter. But you basically want to get this stuff burning. And as you see, it burns real easy. And you want to stick it up underneath that palmetto, which is also really hard to do one-handed. But as you can see, it's starting to burn, and that's getting that palmetto going. Another method I use is using a little piece of palmetto. Once you get that going, or you know, whatever you got on hand, grasses, whatever, get that palmetto on fire and come light the other side of the fire. Try not to burn yourself in the process. As you see, it's starting. Hasn't quite taken off, but it will. This is the point where you want to start blowing a little bit. Give it a little extra oxygen. Get that stuff burning. Like I said, you just pick up little pieces of palmetto here and there, get them burning, to get the rest burning. And you see it's starting to take off a little bit here. There we go. And eventually it'll just catch that whole thing of sticks on fire. So once I got it going good, which it only takes a minute for the palmettos to get going, I'll be right back and you'll see what it starts to look like after that. Now, as you see, it's starting to move a little bit here, and it's doing a fairly damn good job. I've added some of the medium stuff to it. That's all starting to burn. Now this is where I'm going to introduce you to a little fire tool that I kind of found wallowing around the woods one day, and I learned about it. So let me show you this. Basically, what you have is a little piece of pipe. It's got a hole in it. Obviously, you want to be able to see through it because you're going to blow. And it basically concentrates your blow into the fire and adds a little oxygen to the fire. Now, a lot of people you've seen blow on a fire and it makes it bigger. This concentrates all that oxygen. So watch as I do this, if I can, while holding a camera. As you see, it got that fire raging. So now what we're gonna do is add a little bit of our big stuff. You don't want to add a ton, just a little at a time. Kind of get a TP formation, just whatever leaves a little oxygen in between. So we're gonna add some of our bigger stuff now. All right, let's see. This piece is from yesterday and hasn't burned all the way up, so let's put that right there. And then what I'll do sometimes, if you have some dry rotted old wood, is I'll take, this used to be the top to an old fire ring, and I'll put this on top and then stick that dry, or that broken up nasty wood that's all wet on top of it and let it kind of dry out. But that's a basic fire making 101 from the Tiddlywinksist. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here.
Are you shooting for the